Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, he was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communications system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, and come back in one piece.
Strider 1, the return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Missile! Missile!
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
This battle is over. Ah, it's real funny.
This'll hit.
Time for a quick hit and run.
Cyclops 1, launching missile.
Enemy's got a lock on me. This is Rigel 2, evading missile.
Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They can use some air support. Missile launched. Strider 1, bandit on your tail.
Missile.
I want it back.
Missile.
What are you waiting for? Breaking it off for a leg.
I've been spiked.
Evading enemy missile.
Behind the enemy.
Target destroyed.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Target acquired. Target is in range of guns.
We've got flies buzzing around our head. Don't take your eyes off them. Vehicle destroyed. Half the enemy's already down. LRX is really something.
This is Rigel 2, behind bandit.
I'm on his back.
The enemy numbers are staggering.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
Missile, evading. Breaking off.
Now, support team, open fire. Roger, the park will be secured. The OTI shot cleared the way.
I know the feeling.
Same side destroyed.
We're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support.
Hold your ground.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading from 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of it.
Roger.
We're evenly matched. It'll be a grind. The enemy doesn't want us to establish a base here. That's why they fear our presence. Okay, Trigger. The submerged area is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Ujin.
Roger.
Target acquired.
Man, 3 strikes with the bullet shot down.
Is your plane holding together?
Missile hit. Missile is closing. Strider 1, break.
They have a lock on me.
Fox 2.
Strider 4, evasive action, now!
Keep sending the enemy forces to their watery graves.
The enemy's up to our right. Fire! Fire!
Locked on.
Don't be afraid. We're the ones driving the enemy back, not the other way around.
Strider 1, missile inbound!
3 strikes is overhead. Lady Luck's now on our side.
Missile away.
So the enemy's
Missile
over.
hit.
Firing. You know how many they've taken out? And you're back. Where's 3 strikes? The LRSSG. Looks like Luck is on our side.
Target acquired. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Locked on Bandit.
Strider 1, missile inbound!
Hang in there. 3 strikes will be here soon.
Keep an eye on approaching fighters. If they get close, we're done for.
Strider 1 was shot down.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting pressure on everyone, so I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Strider 1, turn lines to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Captain's back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. On my target, it's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
But still fighting. Fox 2.
Missile launched.
Ejecting. Need rescue. Gotta break it, break it, break it! Bandit in my sights. Locked on.
Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They could use some air support.
Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Hands on the hospital.
That was a fast response.
Missile.
Looks like the enemy understands how important this place is.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Enemy vessels, fire!
Strider 1, missile launched. Targeting gun range.
Didn't think that'd miss.
Hostile AA gun is down.
Missile hit.
If you sit there, the enemy will surround you.
Locked on.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Half the enemy's already down. That LRSSC is really something.
Missile.
The missile got through our ECM. Shoot it!
Missile.
Vehicle
We're out of
eliminated.
standstill. We're pinned down.
Enemy tank destroyed.
Roger. Mark will be secured. Shoot the NV shot. Clear the way.
Missile.
I have a feeling.
Missile inbound. Breaking.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support.
Hold your ground.
They evaded it.
Bandit in my sights.
Missile.
Evading enemy missile.
Missile.
I'm in your dead,
Missile.
Trigger.
Missile.
Attack missed.
Nice work.
Missile. Missile.
Shoot them all down.
Careful. The ruins and sunken ships make these waters shallow. Friendly aircraft lost.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Okay, Trigger. Silver Bridge is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Lucian.
Wilco. That's
Missile
something.
hit.
Use your familiarity to beat back the enemy.
Missile away. Strider 1, bandit splashed.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy done. Continue the attack.
Conditions keep changing. This battle's empty.
Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
The enemy is worn out. This is our chance.
We need more air support. You can't hold the bridge much longer without it.
Call reinforcements!
They're after you,
Damn it!
Strider
We
1.
should have known it sooner!
Missile.
Evade!
Missile.
They evaded it.
Save up them. They'll crash on their own.
I'm on its back.
The missiles have got a lot of armaments.
Hang in there. Free strike will be here soon. Behind you! Enemy on your tail! After you! We have to retreat! Viking, can't get away from this lock.
Missile launched.
Enemy missile closing. Viking!
longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that. Injections keep coming! Breaking lock, evading!
I want to keep out of the street driver.
I'm on its back.
The enemy is desperately trying to stop our advance. This is going to be tougher than we thought.
Finish them!
You never know what's going to happen in naval warfare. Stay vigilant.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Gotcha, pal! Do not let them through!
Ammunition zero.
Show the enemy no mercy. Keep firing.
Fox 2, Fox 2. The enemy's about to overrun our position. Tighten up the defenses immediately!
That area's all yours, Strider. Back up the home squad in the submerged area.
I'm taking damage, but I'm good to go.
Missile.
Friendly aircraft on!
Target is down.
There's just too many of them!
Anti-air gun eliminated. Vehicle eliminated. The comms are full of requests for help from friendlies. Our occupation of Farbanti could be in jeopardy now.
This is the Scorch. There are small boats hiding in the ruins.
Let's teach a lesson to those areas.
Take them out before they can approach the fleet.
Strider 1, locked on target.
It's no use.
Missile away.
Fox 2! Fox 2! I've got you. Missile closing in on me!
Where's these guys come from? My job just got that much harder.
Did these guys really fight a battle before this? They just keep coming.
Bandit in my sights.
Reduce altitude. Right between the buildings.
Bandit evaded attack. Trying again.
5 minutes remaining.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Over half our forces are neutralized. Taking them up. Force the friendly.
Our strategy is about to pay off.
Missile evading.
Strider 1 got one.
You're mine.
I'll keep the enemy most busy. Finish them off while they're on me.
Vehicle eliminated.
Our tanks and combat vehicles are knocked out. They've mostly fallen to the enemy's air support.
Here's the ones on Silver Bridge. Eyeball to Tucker 2-4. Requesting fire for range. Coordinates 2294 5002. Target is enemy MBT formation. Fire for effect with your strongest rounds. Eyeball to Tucker 2-4. Bracketing is complete. Fire for effect. Roger. Straight firing to next. Agilent 2870, elevation 237. Prepare to volley. Fire. Lancaster, this is Mace 1. We'll handle the rest.
All aircraft, move on to assist other units.
Thanks, LRSSG. We'll take it from here. And impact. Tucker 2-4. Go easy on our eardrums next time. Thanks for the fire support.
Stop these guys before somebody lights a fire under our ass. Our tank commander's down!
We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy. Trigger, it's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
Missile.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down and move on to the next.
Missile.
Our allies aren't advancing as we hoped. This isn't good. Trigger!
Hit the areas where the enemy forces are thickest.
This is the amphibious command ship Ptarmigan. The enemy ships in this area are part of the sunken ruins now.
Missile.
The landing party is on its way to
Missile.
HQ.
Missile.
One, target acquired.
Missile. Missile.
Ground target
Missile.
destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
Don't let down your guard. The enemy will fight to the very end.
2 minutes remaining.
We need that bridge to establish our position. Give those ground troops all support they need.
Missile. 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 Ammunition 0. Ammunition 0.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
We can still win as long as we don't give up.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target in gun range.
Missile.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
They have a lock on me. Strider 1, enemy behind you.
Missile.
Pay attention, break!
1
Missile.
minute remaining.
Missile.
Hostile lock on you, Strider 1.
Missile. Missile.
I'm hit.
Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile. Missile.
Gotcha,
Missile.
pal.
Missile. Missile.
Missile launched.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy vessel destroyed. 30 seconds remaining.
Break through the enemy lines and make your way to the headquarters.
Missile.
Missile inbound, drinking.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Don't let them through.
We're out of time. Allied forces have begun their retreat. Capturing Farbanti has failed.